Hey, and good afternoon. You are on the Ask a House Cleaner show. I'm Angela Brown, and I'm here today with Trevor Steiner, and he is the owner of Pristine Clean Solutions. And I'm so excited that he's here today because he's going to tell us something that we have never talked about on this show before, and that is how to clean solar panels. Solar panels on the top of your roof. And you say, "What? I got to clean them?" Well, maybe you hire Trevor and he cleans them for you. But how do you clean them? It's a really good question. And I know now that I brought it up, you're probably wondering, how do you clean solar panels? So now today we have the expert himself to explain to us how you clean solar panels. Please help me welcome Trevor Steiner. How are you today?
Doing good, thank you.
Let's say I'm going to hire you or someone else to come clean my solar panels. What am I looking for in the company that I hire?
Besides the equipment, you want to make sure they're using the right equipment, right? That they're using deionized water, they're using correct brushes. Other than that, you want to make sure they're insured, of course. I can't speak for anywhere else in the country or the world, but here in Southern California, it was a real battle trying to find an insurance company that will cover you for cleaning solar panels. There's only one that I know of. All the other ones, it's not really their fault. It's just they don't have the category for it yet because it's somewhat of a newer industry. So that's definitely something. Don't just take their word for it that they're insured. Actually, see, are they insured for touching your solar panels? Because you can be insured for doing roof washes. As crazy as it sounds, you can be insured for getting up on the roof, spraying water, but the water's not supposed to touch the solar panels, right? Sounds kind of weird. So, yeah, you need to be insured for cleaning the solar panels.
Is that way more expensive?
A little bit. I mean, going from working on the ground to being up on a 2 or 3-story roof, that's where the jump happens, and then after
Wow.
that, it's not too bad.
We found that in cleaning, where if you are on ladders, the price goes up. It's just because the risk goes up.
Yeah, definitely. And then the risk goes up with spraying water on somebody's roof as well.
So, what kind of questions should you ask when you're hiring a solar panel cleaner?
Me personally, I'm all about educating the customer, so I find it awesome, like, if somebody is asking me a bunch of questions as far as, getting into the specs, like how often should you clean them? How are you cleaning them? I think that's important with anybody you hire. It might seem a little bothersome to ask a company all these questions, but you're paying for the service, so you should know how it's being done.
I know that there's a wide varying range of pricing for clean, but is it in the hundreds of dollars or the thousands of dollars to have somebody come and clean? I don't know what the standard is on a roof. Let's say that you have 15 panels.
Yeah. Everyone does it a little differently. Some people charge by per panel. Some people charge 1 story, 2 story, etc. But yeah, you're looking in the low few $100 range typically,
Okay.
like on a normal residential system.
Okay. So that's budgetable. Is it possible that somebody could buy a package from your company that you just come out every 6 months, every
Yeah,
6 months, every 6 months, and that's just auto pay and you know what the house is. And once you figured out the price, then you just come out on a routine schedule and it is what it is.
definitely. Yeah. That's part of what I do. I offer reoccurring packages. So if it makes sense to you to get them cleaned 3 times a year, you're basically saving about 30% or so. So yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you.
I really prefer that. I know that our HVAC company does that, where they just have us on a regular recurring schedule and they come out every 3 or 4 times a year or something and they check the air in the spring and the fall and then they check the furnace or whatever it is that they do and replace filters and they got all the things that they do and they just call us and say, "Hey, we're on our way." And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it makes things a lot easier. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah. Steph Smith says, "I really appreciate this information because I've been wondering about cleaning our solar panels for a while. They've been on a good few years, so they must be filthy now. And maybe they are. I don't know. So I am curious then, if you have solar panels and they haven't been cleaned in a while, what are some of the things that you're looking at as far as getting them cleaned? Is it a heavier duty clean? Is it like what we would do in house cleaning where you go in and it's a deep clean instead of just a maintenance clean?
If it's a something where it's heavy buildup, I would use soap. Otherwise, like I said, I just use the regular brush. It does a pretty good job. It's got pretty stiff bristles, but not enough to damage the panels. Sometimes you might need to go over them, 2 or 3 passes. But yeah, other than that, you just get to cleaning them.
So the chemicals that you use, i.e. the soap, Is it something that if it runs off onto the shrubs or the trees, it's going to kill those?
No.
Okay, so it's earth friendly.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is a solar panel like a window where the window has invisible gases inside the glass sandwich of the window pane? Is it like that with a solar panel where it could get like a busted thermal seal or something where it becomes clouded or foggy and it's not as effective?
I do know the cells beneath the glass can get hot spotted, and you'll be able to tell just by visual inspection. It's a lot easier to see those sorts of things when they're clean.
So I was just curious because sometimes we see like a window and it looks like it's dirty, and then you go to clean it, and lo and behold, this is not just dirty, it's actually broke. So, in closing, and I've loved this conversation, where can our listeners go to find you?
You can check us out on our website. It's pristinecleansolutions.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram. I think that's roughly about it right now.
Thank you for joining us today, Trevor Steiner.